Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's go see what I'm up to today. We have bondcraftor's one-to-one epoxy resin to review today. Remember last Friday we tried their deep pour epoxy resin? Well, now we're going to try their one-to-one epoxy resin. And this is part A and part B. I have the 32-ounce bottles, which I will be listing in my description box, as well as my discount code. My discount code expires on Amazon the 31st of October, but on Bondcraftor's website, it does not expire. And it's a 20% off discount code. Now, we're just taking a little look at the little instruction book that the resin came with, and here it says wait for 24 hours. It will be 95% cured, fully cured within 72 hours, and ready to use. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side, and we're going to get some of this mixed up. We're going to be using this mold right here. And this is like a paperweight mold. And then you take these little sticks here and you poke it down in the center there. When you demold it, there will be a little spot to place these sticks in. And then you can put a picture in them. I've seen business cards put in them. And when someone would take the business card, they would just put another one up there. I've seen affirmations put on these. I've seen Bible verses pinned on these. I've seen people put the dates on them. I mean, just tons of things you can do with these. Now, here on the pamphlet, it says it's crystal clear, bubble-free, fast-curing, self-leveling, and resist yellowing. So all of those are pretty awesome in a resin to have. Okay, I spritzed my mold with a little bit of alcohol, and I've mixed up some of that bondcraftor resin. I mixed up 60 mils, and we're only going to be filling the surface of the mold up. And I only have 3 sticks left because I've made so many of these. I'm out of the little sticks. So we're only going to be making 3 of these. So that square looking one in the top left-hand corner, that's the one I chose not to use because the other 3 are my favorite. And I'm just pouring a little bit of resin down in each one of them. And I'm going to go ahead and use all of this resin. So I'll just even it out between the three different shapes inside the mold here. So now I'm going to go back through and add a little bit more to the other ones until I go ahead and finish the cup out. Okay, I think that's all of the resin. And I'm going to go ahead and reach over here and grab one of my silicone tipped brushes. And we're going to look through here and nudge any bubbles that may be on the side of the mold, and they will come to the top and we can deal with them. Or I'm going to pick some of them out. And I'm going to be totally honest with you because I would not ever be dishonest about anything that I'm reviewing. And I'm going to be very honest. I do not see many bubbles in this resin at all, you guys. This resin has a very low odor, if any at all. I don't smell a thing. It's crystal clear. It's a bit thick. It's not real thick, but it's a bit thick. Okay, I'm going to use my heat gun, pop into those surface bubbles, and I went ahead and sped the video up here. We're going to get some glitter and drop a little bit into each of the molds here. I don't want to get a lot in there, but I do want a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take my silicone tips tool here, and I'm going to go slow in the resin and move that glitter about in there. I should have put it in with the in the cup and started up in there, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the glitter. So by the time I made my mind up, I had already poured it. So we'll just have to be extra careful and not incorporate any bubbles into our resin while we're moving that glitter about, evening it out throughout the mold. And if you'll look up there above my mold over to the left a little, I have some diamonds there. And when you drop diamonds down in resin, usually they disappear. But we're going to see if we can get these to, since they're colored, maybe we can get them to stay visible in the resin. So I pulled out the colors that we're going to be using, and I'm dropping in some green ones into this mold right here, and I'm going to take my silicone tipped brush here and just poke them all the way down to the bottom. Now I'm going to grab the blue ones, and I'm going to do the same. These are some of my favorite diamonds to use when I'm decorating any resin piece or anything like that. So, but I've never tried to put these inside of resin. So I thought we would give it a try. If they disappear, they disappear. Okay, here's a little dragonfly. I'm going to drop it into this one right here. And I'm just pushing those diamonds down in this mold. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. And I pushed that dragonfly down as well. Okay, now let's put maybe a leaf down in one of these. Oh, I broke it. Oh, no. Okay, we got one more in there. We'll go ahead and use that one. And then I'll take that other one and put it back in my little container, and I can use it maybe in something else. These are supposed to be real dried flowers. Okay, now I'm going to get these butterflies out here. I love this beautiful red and gold here. So I'm going to cut out this butterfly right here, and we're going to place it down into one of the molds. I got the little bitty one. See, it's gold. It's like a holographic gold. Okay, now I got another holographic gold one, and I'm going to put it in this mold right here. Now we're back, and that part has cured. Remember, we only put a little bit in each mold. So now we're going to take these diamonds again, and we're going to pour some more resin into our molds and drop some more diamonds down in there. And we'll put a few other things down in there as well. I picked out some butterflies, and I mixed up 60 mils of resin again. We're going to spritz a little bit of alcohol inside the mold, and I'm going to go ahead and slowly pour the resin into each of my molds until I get it equally distributed between the three molds here. And I did not run this resin through my bubble machine. I thought to give it a fair review, then we shouldn't run it through any kind of machine. So whatever it comes out like is what, the resin's going to be like. I thought that'd be cheating a bit if I ran it through the bubble machine. So, okay. My butterfly fell down in there. It's not going in that one. So I picked it out, and I'm going to put it over here where it goes. Because remember, we put the red diamonds over here on this one. And I'm going to try to stand that butterfly up a little bit because the resin below it, it's cured, but I can still get those wings to go down in it a little bit. So that's what I did to get it to stand up a little bit. I think that will be cute when we demold it. Okay, now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to spray it with a little bit of alcohol, and that's to keep the bubbles down. Hopefully they won't attach to my butterfly. I'm just going to run a little bit of heat over it, pop any surface bubbles, and then I'm going to drop that butterfly right down in there. And then I had a little bitty one next to it, and I'm going to drop it down in there too. Okay, now we're going to move over to this one. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of alcohol, and then I'm going to drop it down into the mold. Now we're going to get the little diamonds and put a few more diamonds around because this is our second layer of resin. So we need a few diamonds in this layer too. And then that will also layer our diamonds as well and make them look 3D looking when we demold the piece. I love layering things in resin. I just love the look that it gives. Okay, I think we're done with the diamonds for now. And I'm just going to use my silicone tipped brush here and move anything around and arrange it how I want it. Pick any bubbles out if I see any. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing okay. I am doing pretty good. Okay, I'm going to use my heat gun. I'm not going to use it a whole lot because I don't want it to make my butterflies get too much heat on them and look wonky in there. Okay, I want to add a little bit of greenery to the green butterflies mold. So I'm going to pick this out right here. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of alcohol. And then I'm going to place it right here. And I'm going to push it up towards the edge of the mold a little bit. We already have one piece of greenery in there in the first layer. So this is the second layer, and I'm pushing that greenery up away from the first piece of greenery we put in there. Okay, I'm going to grab another tiny piece of greenery, and we're going to put it on the opposite side of the one we just placed in there. Okay, now let's get these beautiful blue flowers out. And I'm going to add some of them to our blue butterfly. I'm going to spritz them with a little bit of alcohol. And I shook it a little bit. And then I'm going to place it right there and then cut the excess stem off. Okay, I'm going to add these in there as well. I think they are beautiful. But I'm going to cut them off each individual and place them in there where I want them. I'm not going to put the whole stem in there. And then I'm going to push them down a little bit into the resin. Now we're going to get some red flowers here. And I'm going to cut them, a few of them off, and place them down in there with the red butterfly. And we're going to be putting like a little gold strip. It's a sentence in this one. And I'm trying to save a space for it right there in the center. So I'm putting these flowers up towards the edge. Okay, now we're back. This is our third layer of resin, you guys. I have 60 mils of resin again, bondcraftor resin. I spritz a little bit of alcohol in the mold. We're going to go ahead and pour some resin into these molds, and I'm not going to top the molds off yet. We're going to go ahead and place all of our inclusions in, and when I'm finished placing everything in that I want, then we'll top the molds off. I want to put a little bit of color in my blue over here, so I grabbed my Sig Wong transparent blue. I put 1 drop in there, and I'm going to stir it about in there because I don't want to completely stir it up. I want it to look kind of like smoke, if you will. Okay. Now I'm going to grab this greenery here. I think it is beautiful. And I'm going to pick one out. I'm going to grab my tweezers so I don't break it. And there it is. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of alcohol. And then we're going to place it. Got to figure out where I want it at. I'm going to cut a little bit off of the stem. And we'll place it right about there. And that's the green butterfly. Then I'm going to grab some green flowers, and I'm going to cut some of them off and place them down into the resin. I'm just taking my tweezers there and situating the flowers where I want them at, moving them around a little bit. I'm just going to tear a little piece off of that one right there, spritz it with a little bit of alcohol, and then we're going to place it right over here. I think that one needs a little bit more darker green in it, because the first piece of greenery we put in there was kind of a lighter green, or maybe, I don't know, it's more on a brownish kind of color. I don't know. It wasn't real green. Okay, I'm going to grab this really dainty piece of, I really don't know what it is, but it's in with the greenery, so kind of looks like a piece of wheat. I'm trying to see where I want to put it. I know it's pretty and I want to use it, but I don't know where. Let's put it in this blue one over here. And I'm just going to pat it down. Now let's get our saying that we want to add in here. Let's get thanks for being you. We can't get anything that's real long because it won't fit in there. So I think this would be beautiful in there. Thanks for being you. I sprayed it with a little bit of alcohol, and then we're going to drop it down in here. I'm going to grab my silicone tool and push it down and situate it to where I want it in there. Okay. Now that one needs some greenery. So let's pick something out we can put in there that will look really pretty. How about one of these big ones right here? I think these are beautiful. I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of alcohol and then place it down into the mold. And we'll cut the excess stem off. There we go. Now I'm going to take a few more of those red flowers and drop them down into there and push them down with my silicone tipped brush. Okay, I think I'm finished in that one. Right now I'm going to drop a little drop of green, my Sigwong transparent green, down into where the green butterfly's at, and I'm going to do the same thing in that one. And I'm not completely mixing it up. I'm just stirring it around a little bit in there. Now I'm going to use my heat gun, pop any of those surface bubbles. Spray a little bit of alcohol, and now we're going to top each of the molds off. I'm going to add a little bit more greenery to the back of this one. And a little bit more. Trying to figure out how I want to situate it in there. Let's put it right about here. I'm going to grab my scissors and cut the excess off of it. Well, I didn't need to. I just kind of pushed it to the side there. I don't like cutting them anyway, but if I have to, I have to, you know. Okay, you guys, we're back. It's time to demold these. I'm super excited to see what this resin is going to look like. Do we have any bubbles? Okay. This is the green one. Let's turn it to the side. And I can see those diamonds in there, you guys. Can you see them? So these do show up in the resin, and they do look like diamonds. Can you see them sparkling? Look at that butterfly down in there. That is beautiful. But I think I got a little bit too much green inside of this one. So what I think I might do here is back this one, you know, kind of put a dome on the back of white. And that's really going to showcase everything inside of this piece. It turned out beautiful. I don't see any bubbles inside of here. That is amazing. Amazing. And here's the little picture stick or whatever you want to put in there. I'm not going to be gluing these in because I'm going to be placing a white dome on the back of that one. Now let's demold the blue one here. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it is stunning. I put a Jesus symbol down in this one too. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it. I'm going to put a piece of paper towel behind it and bring you closer so you can see my Jesus fish in there. Do you see it? Isn't that cute? You can see the dragonfly in there. The flowers look beautiful. The transparent color is perfect in this one. And you can see each of the diamonds in here as well. I cannot believe those diamonds worked in here. And they're already my favorite to use, you know, when I'm decorating. So that really made them my favorite. Okay, now I'm going to stick that little picture holder down in there. And remember, we're not going to be gluing them because I still need to clean up the bottom of these and dome them. Okay, here's our last one, and let's take a look at it. Oh, look at those red diamonds in there. Wow, that greenery with that red is gorgeous. I think this one is going to be my favorite. Okay, let's turn it right side up. Look at it. It's so, oh, it's just magical inside of there. I'm going to turn it around so we can read our little saying in there. Can you see it? Thanks for being you. That is so cute. It turned out so stinking cute. I love it. What do you guys think? What do you think about this resin? If you want to try it, use my discount code and get you 20% off right now. And that's on Amazon till the 31st. My other one on their website, it doesn't expire. So you can try it anytime you want. But I really like it. I do. And I'm going to stick my little picture holder in there just so we can see what it's going to look like. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, I pulled out some of my Glitter Guy glitters. These are my newest glitters. And I thought that we may put some glitter behind the blue one. What do you guys think? Look at that behind it. I'm going to try to move it around so you can see it. That's pretty. Let's open this one up and see what it'll look like. This one is a little puzzle pieces. I thought they were so cute. Those would look cute, the little puzzle pieces. And then I have a blue here that is holographic looking. I'm going to turn the bottle so you can see it. That's not my favorite. This one's pretty. This might work. Oh, yes, that's gorgeous back there. I have one more. And this one's kind of a mixture of some colors. That one's pretty too. But you know what? I think I'm going to leave it clear. I don't think I'm going to put any glitter behind it. Let me know what you guys think. Should I put a glitter behind it or not? And if so, which one? And let me know which one of these is your favorite. I'm going to be putting a white dome behind this one right here to bring out that color a bit more in this piece because I put a little bit too much green colorant in it. It's got too much green going on in there. Thank goodness the butterfly is not entirely all green. Well, it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.